Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. If you guys can see, we have cleared 1,000 subs on the channel, guys, and it feels amazing. Huge shout out to you guys for all the support. Literally nothing would be possible without you guys subbing to the channel, constantly hitting that like button. So very glad you guys are enjoying the content, man. I've been doing this for about 7 months and about 260 plus videos, and we finally hit 1,000 subs. So biggest shout out to my supporters. Also huge shout out to my YouTube friends, Marks, Max, Muscle, This Is Just Me Bodybuilding, and the Anabolic Chicken. They've all supported me a lot. But in today's video, we'll actually be taking a look at a comparison of William Bonac at the 2022 Arnold Classic versus Hadi Choopan at the 2021 Mr Olympia. Now I know this is pretty early, but I'm pretty sure after William's showing at the Arnold, we seen him arguably beat Brandon Curry. I'm pretty sure a lot of us are interested. How will William Bonac stack up against the Persian Wolf? So that's what we'll be taking a look at today. And in this front relaxed pose, they're honestly executing it differently. Hadi is more crunched down to show his abs, and William is more so holding up, not really showing his abs, almost as if he's hitting the front lat spread. So with this shot, guys, it will kind of be more of a preference. Kind of prefer William in this shot, guys. So kind of starting this off, I know this is going to rub a lot of people wrong, but let's start this off with the front double bicep comparison, guys. Look at the guns on Hadi Choopan, man. Look at those arms. Look at the vacuum. Hadi looks incredible, but once you look at the lower half, I seem to prefer Williams. Hadi's quads seem to be a little flatter. They don't have that same roundness, that same pop, which is of course genetic. Hadi does have nice sized legs. Overall in this shot, I would have to go with Hadi Choopan, man. He just, the V-taper, guys, the V-taper. William looks good and he pops in this shot, but once you actually break it down, honestly, outside of the V-taper, William is pretty much matching Hadi Choopan everywhere else. William looks incredible here. But something you guys will notice throughout this comparison, Hadi's leg that's to our left, which is his right leg, it does seem to be a little bit downsized in some of these shots. So next we're going to take a look at the front lat spread. Knockout shot for Hadi Choopan, man. Hadi probably has top 10, maybe top 15 lat spreads of all time. It's an amazing lat spread. But once again, guys, I'm seeming to like William Bonac in the leg department more. I don't know if I just favor more round quads that have more of a sweep. Hadi has huge quads. Look at the outer sweep on Hadi's left leg, which is to our right, man. It's honestly insane. But it just doesn't have the same roundness. It's kind of almost flat, kind of up and down almost. But Hadi Choopan would still take this shot because he does have a great lower body. I think it's just more so of a preference with me liking Williams' lower body a little more. But Hadi just looks so polished in his front lat spread. And he is tilted a little bit in this shot. But Hadi always kind of tilts in his front lat spread. So not really too fair, but I still think Hadi would take William in his pose. Now next we're going to take a look at the side chest pose. Interesting, guys. Very interesting. Very. If you look at Hadi Choopan, his chest is just destroying William Bonac's as far as size. Huge. Hadi's arms also huge, but William seems to have a different kind of detail. I wouldn't say a different level, but these two guys are both detailed, but in their own rights. I can't really explain it, but with this being a side chest pose, Hadi does have the better chest, but somehow William seems to control his midsection better from the side than Hadi does. Hadi looks a little bloated in the midsection here. Lower half for lower half, Hadi looks a little smaller than lower halves because William has more glute, but I will overall go with Hadi Choopan in his side chest pose, guys. Wouldn't necessarily say it's a runaway though. And taking a look at the back double biceps pose. This is tough, guys. This is tough. Honestly, back-wise, I kind of like Hadi Choopan's back more. It looks more bubbly. But once you look at the lower half, William Bonac, I mean, Hadi could have a little more glute, but I've always said in my previous videos, I felt like Hadi's legs look small from behind this year. This is probably why he placed a little lower. But Hadi also had one of the best backs on this stage, as you guys can see here. But if we're going to go with overall top to bottom, I would probably have to take William Bonac. Hadi is definitely conditioned enough to stand with William, but I just think William is honestly out-muscling him with the lower body. I think I prefer Hadi's back, but points of Bonac in the back double. And in a rear lat spread, kind of the same story. Look at the difference in the legs, guys. William Bonac, like he has horse legs. Like, insane. Hadi does seem to be a little wider than William, but William still seems to pull off maybe a little more detail than Hadi Choopan, especially around the rear delt area. Hadi seems to have better traps, however. But I believe Hadi came in extra sharp, and Honey Rambai actually said after prejudging going into the finals they were going to carb up a lot because he seen that this wasn't a conditioning show and it was a mass show. So a lot of people said if Hadi would have came in at finals like he came in at prejudging, he possibly could have won the whole show. But I think Hadi was held back by the smaller legs from behind. So me personally, I would definitely take William Bonac in both back shots. Now going into this side tricep, I could not find Hadi Choopan hitting it on NPC News Online, which I usually get these pictures from. Shout out to them. So I had to actually take this from a stage shot, which isn't the best. And Hadi actually was hitting this a little lower, pretty much he would be the same height as William Bonac, but a lot of people complained about it at the prejudging. So for finals, he stood up a little taller. And I actually like the shorter when he was bent a little more in his execution. I wish I could show it to you guys. But William Bonac is winning this shot, guys. Hadi Choopan just doesn't look very comfortable. But I think if Hadi was hitting his pose the way I know he can, he would be beating William. But for the sake of this being a picture comparison video, William Bonac is definitely winning this side tricep, in my personal opinion, of course. Hadi does look a little more streamlined through the midsection. Already at the ab and thigh shot, guys, and I don't really have to commentate on this too much. I mean, you guys see we have Hadi Choopan, the Persian Wolf, versus William Bonac in an ab and thigh shot. So, of course, it's going to go to Hadi Choopan, guys. I mean, other than Brandon Curry or Nick Walker, maybe, can anyone beat Hadi Choopan in an ab and thigh? Honestly. But William did say he will take care of his gyno and his midsection. So, don't want to too much comment on William in the ab and thigh, guys. Finishing up here with the most muscular. And once again, guys, both of these guys are extremely detailed, but in their own rights. And I feel like this is almost a preference shot, but I always say this, guys, and I know this is a most muscular pose, but to me, having a detailed midsection matters so much because I feel like Nick Walker beats a lot of guys because he has a detailed midsection. So I feel like when a lot of guys have a most muscular, the abs just stick out to me, guys. And to me, Hadi has the better abs. It's the most muscular. I know it's not about abs, but I think it makes a difference because a lot of these guys hit the same shot and they pretty much match up everywhere. But I think the abs make this shot flow a lot better. I personally would prefer William Bonac. I like the 3D. I like the bubbliness. But overall, I will go with Hadi Choopan. He does seem to have a different level of conditioning, and I do like the ab separation. But I can definitely see this shot being given to William Bonac because it is the most muscular shot. But I prefer Hadi. Overall, in this comparison, I definitely think it would be a little closer than what people thought. I think Hadi would slightly edge out William Bonac, but you guys have to remember, this is what William Bonac did in maybe 5 to 6 weeks with Chad Nichols. What is William Bonac going to do in a whole off season with Chad Nichols, guys? This is William Bonac after a couple of weeks, and people are saying this is the best William they've ever seen. But let me know in the comment section below, guys, how do you guys feel about this comparison? Did William Bonac win? Which shot should Hadi have won? Which shot should William have won? Hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video, man. Once again, thanks for supporting the channel. We finally hit 1,000 subs. I guess the next goal is going to be 2,000, guys, and then beyond. I'm out.